Welcome back. We are joined by an educator whose work is putting Namibia firmly on the global map. Robert Andreas, a teacher and boy-child inclusion activist from the Karas region, has been named Educator of the Year for boy-child inclusion by the International Forum of Inclusion Practitioners. Selected from nominations alongside teachers from across the world, this prestigious recognition celebrates his commitment to inclusive education and his advocacy for the often overlooked needs of the boy child. It is not only a personal milestone, but a proud moment for Namibia as a whole. Robert, good evening, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good evening, Nina. Thank you for having me.
Well, of course, right off the bat, congratulations on this really remarkable achievement. Take us back to the moment that you found out that you had been, nominated or selected as the winner for this category.
Oh, if I'm to take you back, it was a moment that was too good to be true. You know, when I received the nomination that I am a recipient for the International Best International Teacher of the Year for Inclusion, I couldn't believe it because I'm like, how? What was the criteria I used? How did they select me? It was really unbelievable. It was a too good to be true moment that came true.
Well, of course, you were awarded, this Educator of the Year for Inclusion Award in absentia. It was received by your peers. Really, really exceptional. For those who perhaps do not fully understand the term, boy-child inclusion, what exactly does that mean?
Yeah, all right. So, Nina, I think as of last year, April, I wrote a book and a boys club manual, which was, of course, was based by the lack of material to support the empowerment of the boy child. If we look back in the Namibian history, 30-something years of independence, 30-something years of a democratic, independent Namibia, we did not have a curriculum, not a curriculum necessarily, but a manual to facilitate and empower the boy child. There is a lot of manual for the girls in the government schools. There's a lot of manual that is used into the NGOs, but there was no material, evidence-based material that could be used to empower the boy child. I then took it upon myself as a guidance and counseling teacher so that I could come up with this manual, which I launched last year. And I have, of course, facilitated it to many schools within Namibia that they are using to facilitate boys' club in their schools. It is now against that background that my work has been picked up, that this work is really overlooked. But there is time to change policies that really move towards a gender-balanced approach towards empowerment, rather than just focusing on one gender alone.
Talk to us a little bit, Robert, about the challenges that you've noticed the boy child, faces, especially in the Karas region where your work started.
There is a lot of challenges that the boy child is going through, Nina. Let's start with academic performance, which is the primary reason of kids going to school. Most of our boys have disengaged. The dropout cases of boys is higher than the girls. But mind you, sometimes our girls may drop out due to teenage pregnancy that they cannot go to school. And the boys literally have no reason to drop out. But you realize that these boys have become disengaged from school. They are the most that are dropping out. And when you look at the top performing kids in the country, of course, besides last year where we have seen in the recent announcement that we have that are topping, but over the years, you realize the top 10 were all ladies in all the schools and everywhere.
Well, Robert, this award placed you amongst educators from across the globe. What do you believe, set your work apart on an international level?
That's a very tough question, Nina, because as I said, I don't know the criteria they have used. All I know is that they told me that they are very happy with the advocacy of a gender balance towards the youth empowerment. It's important that we keep a balance when we are empowering the boys and the girls. Because when you look at history, of course, we understand there was a need to empower the women, especially after independence, because most of the women were, of course, domestic workers. They were not in positions. They were not everywhere. But when we look at the current condition today, it's no more the time of only empowering women because the men are slacking behind. We need to empower both the boy child and the girl child equally. It's time we revise our policies, Nina. Our policies are only speaking for the girl child empowerment, leaving the boy child in a dilemma.
From your experience, how can, teachers, parents, communities better work together, Robert, to support, boy children academically, emotionally, and even socially?
I must say that we are fortunate enough now in this eighth administration that we have the first gentleman occupying that office, because right now he is, of course, the center of all empowerment initiatives that are empowering boys. I understand he has programs that are coming along with the partnership with the government schools. But besides his efforts, I want all the teachers in every school to establish boys' clubs in their schools. We need to recognize that boys too need help. If we look at the UN agencies in the country, our UN agencies, you realize, just look at all of their calendars, their annual calendars. They celebrate women throughout the year. Maybe 30 days on the calendar that is dedicated to Women's Day, Girl Child, Menstruation Day, what, but not even a single day, Nina, on those UN calendars that celebrate or empower the boy child. So it's important for us as a whole country, stakeholders, so that we can recognize the need to empower the boy child. Otherwise, we really risk losing these boys.
Well, just lastly, Robert, looking ahead, what is your vision, for the boy child inclusion in Namibia? How do you hope this recognition that you've achieved as Educator of the Year for Inclusion, expands and your impact?
Yes, I am very much open to using the experience I have or the knowledge I have on the boy child empowerment to help anybody that wishes to start an advocacy when it comes to the boy child empowerment. I want to use my voice to really make sure that every boy child is heard, not only in Namibia, not only in Africa, because my award or my recognition goes beyond the African continent. It's an international recognition for my inclusiveness, and I think I want us to really just develop policies. My focus is on policy development and revision of policy globally to approaches that empower both the girl child and the boy child equally.
Well, Robert Andreas, again, congratulations on this outstanding international award, and thank you for the work that you're doing for the Namibian boy child.
Thank you so much, Nina.
That was a young teacher from Namibia who is teaching in the Karas region, Robert Andreas, who's been awarded the Educator of the Year for Inclusion by the International Forum